You know what, y'all? I've been watching the final presser for Ryan Garcia versus Oscar Duarte. It was the final presser today. Now, if the final presser was today, that means the fight should be Saturday. I could be wrong, but I believe it should be Saturday. I'm not keeping up with this fight because it's not a fight that I'm interested in, particularly. But I'm going to say this. I watched the presser because I know about the drama that's been going on between Oscar De La Hoya, Ryan Garcia, and Bernard Hopkins. I gained a lot of respect for Ryan Garcia throughout all of this. Seriously. Because I'm watching how he's been carrying himself. He became a man today and a couple of days before this. It takes a lot of gut and a lot of heart. It takes a lot of guts and heart to go against your promoter when you're that young of a fighter, right? You're early in your career. You haven't established yourself as a dominant force, even though you are a household name due to your Instagram following and YouTube following, etc. You were in a big fight with Tank Davis. It was built super high. You are a special type of talent, but you haven't made headway as a boxing icon in the sport, right? You haven't got to where you want to get to. And when you go against your promoter, you could be labeled as a guy who's hard to work with. You could be labeled as a guy who causes problems. He's saying fuck all that. He's standing on what he believes in, standing up for himself, standing on business, like King's son, T.I.'s son King said he was doing. Ryan Garcia actually doing that. For his promotional company, Golden Boy, his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, to be trashing him publicly, consistently, that's not okay. You got Bernard Hopkins alluding to Ryan Garcia being a fake star. Whether people believe that or not, that's not something that the person who represents you needs to be saying, right? He out there, Bernard Hopkins, telling the world he don't know if Ryan Garcia will ever fight again. All of that. Then you abandon him. After the biggest fight of his life against Tank Davis, a fight that he lost. You abandoned him there. His trainer wasn't there, the old trainer, Joe Goosen. Oscar De La Hoya nor Bernard Hopkins was there. After you spent time building him up, telling the world he was everything under the sun, telling him he was the world, and telling everybody that he's the one, he's the next it guy. And then you leave him after his biggest moment. That's sucker shit. You know what I mean? Then you got all these excuses why you left. I never seen nothing like that. The promoter not being gone, not even standing with you, your whole team disappearing, Tank team showing more love to you, and then your own promoters. That's crazy. Then you got Bernard Hopkins out here again tearing him down. All of that basically saying you think he's like, what was Oscar saying? Like, eventually boxing tells the truth about a fighter. Boxing has a way of finding out the truth about a fighter, etc. Alluding to Ryan being a quitter. And whether people believe that or not. Because, did he quit in his last fight? I believe, he didn't want to take that damage. He didn't want to get knocked out cold. And he did. But for your promotional company to be trashing your name, these are the people, like, this guy, Ryan Garcia is the guy supposed to put butts in the seats for you to make you money. Like, and then you trashing him? That's crazy to me. And I'm looking at all of this, I'm like, yo, nah, Ryan right. Call their ass out. Because I'm one of the last big dudes over here. That anybody that got a name, all the other people they had over there with them jumped ship. Canelo Alvarez been got the fuck on out of there and told y'all bye. Because he don't trust Oscar De La Hoya in the way he moves. And how are you going to attract young talent if you keep doing young talent bogus? You and Bernard doing shit, trashing the dude. How you going to trash the dude you're supposed to be building up and think that's going to make other fighters want to go over there with y'all? Oscar De La Hoya all in the press conference making all type of faces. Oscar blinking his eyes a mile a minute, looking all crazy, making all scoffing at everything Ryan saying. No, bro. He got a right to call y'all out. Y'all trashing him. It's obvious y'all don't want to work with him anymore. Let that man out of his contract so he can move forward. Let him move forward. All these stars, all the people they had with them, they gone. If you treat a fighter like this after taking a loss, that's bad business. That's bad for your brand. Yeah, he took a loss. Yeah, he maybe didn't want no more of that smoke at that time. But you helped build him up. You helped instill certain stuff in him to make him help him bounce back from this situation. You don't pile on him. You don't leave him in the dust and leave him hanging. That's for damn sure after a moment like that. So I respect Ryan Garcia calling them out. I respect him, and forge your own path, young man. Like, for real. He checking him like a gangster. Hold on. He like, yo, Bernard saying he don't know he doubt if I ever fight again. He don't get to determine that. Who is he? He don't get to determine that. He ain't man. He's not God. Who he determine if I fight again? That's wild. When Bernard said that shit, if he ever after this performance, we'll decide if he fights again ever. If he fights again. Hold on, bro. No. And a loss shouldn't determine if you're trash or not. That's what's wrong with the sport. You take one loss, now you garbage, you trash. Like, and boxing used to didn't be like that. But now it's gotten like that. And here is Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins throwing more fire, throwing more, on the fire. More gasoline on the fire. That's crazy to me. And so, yeah, Ryan Garcia, he need to call him out on their bullshit. Because that's wrong. And I feel that young man. Like, now he's frustrated. Mars, he thought riding with him. They ain't riding with him no more. Like, man, I'm not. And a lot of people would say Ryan needs to respect the legends that come before him, Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins. Because make no mistake about it, I don't like how they moving, but they are legends in the sport. They are iconic boxers, all-time great boxers. But if I'm Ryan Garcia, I'm not respecting nobody who disrespect me and who keep throwing my name under the bus, who keep trashing my name and trying to sully my name and drag it through the mud. I'm not, all that respect and reverence gonna be gone. Because just like you're a man, I'm a man too. And ain't nobody finna be talking to me crazy and like belittling me and trashing me, especially when you supposed to be my promoter. Hell no. So I feel Ryan, man. Nah, Ryan right. He G-checking them like a gangster. Nah, bro. We ain't doing all of that. I don't care what they say. That don't determine none of that. And yeah, I feel like they are against him. They don't want him over there for real. Let the man go. Go on, let the young kid go about his business. But it's obvious y'all don't want him over there rocking with y'all. So what is the whole push and pull for, man? Like, but it's just, I don't know. It looks very, very, when Bernard and them was doing all of that, it looked childish to me. It just looked like, bro, what are you doing? No. And Oscar always want guys to come over there to Golden Boy, always at the big fights. Hey, come sign the Golden Boy. Hey, come over here, I'll make you a star. Hey, come over there, I'll make you a star. Always doing little shit like that. How you want people to be over there with you when you pulling stuff like that? It just don't add up. It don't. And so, yeah, I respect Ryan Garcia, man. Now call him out. Let him know that's some square business they doing, some lame shit, and you ain't standing for that. And I know it's hard to do. You're a young guy who's not become a Floyd Mayweather Jr. You haven't become even a Tank Davis yet. You haven't become a Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence or you're not a Canelo Alvarez. So people will maybe look at you differently than those people when you go against your promotional company. But the world can see they not rocking with you. So you'll be fine. You know what I mean? But hopefully the brother can get out of that deal because that's just some crazy shit. It's just so contentious. You see so much animosity. It's weird. Whole press conference just look like it's just a lot of tension and a lot of fake smiles and from Oscar and them, like they really don't fool with him. It's just a whole weird environment and weird atmosphere for him. So hopefully he gets to somewhere better. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.